Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Stanky84 and welcome to Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. Now, before we begin, just a quick caveat. This is only the demo, as you can see on screen. So that means all the usual caveats apply. Not feature complete, things may change, graphical issues, bugs, all that good stuff that come with a demo. Now, me and the Star Trek franchise have a bit of a complicated history. I've enjoyed playing a number of the Star Trek games, some more than others, but when it comes to the TV series, I have to admit there's only one I've ever watched from start to finish, and that was Voyager. Now, I've seen episodes of the original Kirk series, I've seen countless episodes of Next Gen, I've seen DS9, then I watched Voyager, and as I said, watched it from start to finish. Then Enterprise came out and I kind of stopped watching. So after that, I have no idea what's what on who's who. But, as I say, when I saw this and it was Voyager, I thought, well, you know what? Let's see what they're going to do with this. Because, yeah, Voyager was a bit of a weird one. It didn't have a set, well, it had a set mission. It had one mission, that was to get home. But where the other ones, you could see how they could put a game into the series without affecting it. Yeah, I'm intrigued what they're going to do with this. So, alright, let's jump in, shall we? And let's start a brand new game. A new ship, a new crew. Today, we embark on a mission to locate the Marquis vessel that has disappeared in the Badlands. Starfleet intelligence believes these terrorists have acquired dangerous new technology. My chief of security, Tuvok, is undercover aboard that ship. I haven't received communications from him in over a week. The Badlands are treacherous. I can only hope he's safe. In the meantime, I have a starship to prepare for launch and a crew to assemble. Speaking of which, our final two crew members have just arrived, Ensign Harry Kim and Tom Paris. Seems I have a few introductions to make. Gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Right, now before we go any further, there was a quick card in the load screen letting you know that, yes, they are planning to do voiceovers on this, so I don't know whether they're going to get the actual actors to do this or what, but yeah, there's meant to be voiceovers in the final part. But for now, it's fine, we can read, we're clever enough to do that. So, yeah, by the sounds of it, we're starting at episode 1. So, yeah, we'll have to see how it changes, or are we just basically following the TV series? We'll see. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy, ready for your first deep space assignment. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Ensign Kim, I trust you already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Marquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title benefiting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in this sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. The Marquis, wow, I've heard stories about them. Relax, I was with the Marquis only a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Prison? Enough chatter. All hands. This is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us to the Badlands. Maximum warp. Got to admit as well, the graphics are stunning. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Marquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us and displacement wave heading towards us. Red alert, helm, evasive maneuvers. No effect. The wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Damage report. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core's gone to grey mode. We're on reserves. Barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearby source of deuterium. External sensor offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind. Okay, Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Okay, so... Oh, nice. So... This is Voyager. Right, so it looks like, yeah, we're going to have to repair and rebuild the ship. Oh, do I get to put things anywhere I want? Very nice. So, yeah, got shuttle bay down there. Don't know what yous are. The hollow deck. Okay, we're going to have to get that up and running. Sick bay, engineering, office. Where's... Ah, there's main engineering there. Fine. Okay, wait. That's shuttle bay. What's the one that was down here then? Wait a minute. Aero shuttle bay. Okay, fine. Right, and... Ah, there's the bridge. Lovely. Mess hall. Okay, but anyway, we need to get down here and, yeah, get you repaired. Ooh. Okay, the zooming in and out is a little bit clunky at the minute, but that's fine. So, yeah, we'll switch you back on. Captain sensor picking something out there, but what Harry is trying to stammer is we're not in the Badlands anymore. Yeah, we're a little bit further away than we wanted to be. What is that thing? Where are we? If our sensors are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. Okay, so now we've got the system map. I can, yeah, have a look around, check things out, and, yeah, let's just quickly scan you. And would you believe it? We've got deuterium on there. Lovely. So, sorry, that wasn't deuterium, that was something else. That one's deuterium there. Right, so set course. Let's just move down there. Time does pass. So, yeah. Time stands still when you're on the ship or when you're, you know, building and that. But when you're in the map here and you're moving, that's when time will pass. And when you get to areas, yes, we've got a choice now what we can do. Unfortunately, because I don't have a torpedo launch bay, I can't do that option. So that just leaves us with option 1. And yeah, we now wait and see. Okay, we got a good outcome. Yeah, there are different types of outcomes you can get depending what it lands on, depends on how much or how good or bad it turns out. So that one we did fine on. Okay, deactivate grey mode. Increase warp core output. So let's just activate the first tip for now, what will give us some energy. But yes, it does mean the deuterium is going to start going down as we move about, so we need to make sure we're collecting enough of it. Right, what about this array? I can't tell. Captain has scanners. Detect a marquee vessel next to it. So, yeah. We can try hailing them or just scan for life signs. I think we'll just scan for life signs for now. Scan the ship. There's no one aboard. Well, I guess we'll have to scan the array then. But yeah, that's only a 40 plus 35% chance. What about the array? Several life forms on board, Captain. Is one of them Vulcan? I'm not sure. The signals are weak. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready. Mr. Paris, get us to a uranium deposit. We'll need to repair the transporter room. That's handy because I found one right there. But just before we do, I want to just scan the rest of these planets. Thankfully, yeah, we can scan all these points of interest, because they're not all planets, sorry. Yeah, from where we are. Our scanners are good enough to do that. So, there we go. Now we know what's in the system. Yeah, we're just going to go to you. And, yeah, just search. We can't do much at the minute. Thank you. We've got what we need. Good. Okay, and yeah, let's tell them to repair that. Thankfully, that one's done instantly. Set a course for the array. Time we got some answers. Ensign Kim, Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. So, yeah, we don't really have much choice. They're the only two we can select for this. And yeah, you can see on the left here, these are the challenges that we're going to come up against. And it shows you here, yeah, what they can deal with. So, we need a pilot and quick-witted, what we've got. So, let's start the mission. Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place, it's eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions? So, we've got two things we can do. Look for footprints or special noises, or scan for life signs. Tells us what we need to pass and what our skill levels are. Now, just because the skill level isn't high enough doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means there's a chance of failure. So, yeah, looking at as well what's coming up next will help us decide what to do as well. Because, yeah, every time you use a skill, the next turn that person is tired, so their skills are lower. So, yeah, let's do looking. So, see if we can find any. And yeah, we got it. That's fine. There are no footprints. Harry and Tom noticed subtle disturbances in the cornstalk, suggesting a path. Following these signs, they soon find a farm with with people working on the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse strumming a banjo. Captain, this old man seems harm enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach? So, as you can see, yeah, Tom's stats now have been reduced. Doesn't mean I can't use him again. Just means, yeah, his stats are not going to be high enough. So, Unfortunately, yes, the man what's going on tried to read, but very low. Whereas if we argue, then yeah, it's 29 out of 30, so very good chance of, you know, being successful. So I guess we're going to argue. There we go. Harry and Tom argue that this can't be Earth, pointing out the inconsistencies in the plants and animals, while the old man remains evasive. They sense the other humans and the farm itself are not real. The old man, however, seems to be the only one thing that's genuine. He's confused why Harry and Tom are early, as it is not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cob. The old man isn't much help. We'll find the marquee ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it on the back wall. So, now we've got another one to do. And yeah, we can do this down here for some deuterium, or we can get some science, but none of them are high enough to do. But what I can do is I can select both of them, and because together it adds up to more than 30, it means not only are we guaranteed to succeed, but there is a chance we get a critical success and we get something extra out of it. So, unfortunately, both of them are going to be tied next turn, but that is the risk we're going to have to take. And, okay, we only got the normal one. He tried to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air, but before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapon. The old man appears and reveals the barn's an illusion, the back wall dissolving to show bluish glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half Klingon woman, lie on a surgical table. These people must be the missing marquee. They're being held here. Captain, we must get them out of here. So, we've got a choice of what we're going to do. Now, you'll notice this is covered in gold. Well, it's not covered in it. It's got a golden yellowy border. This is a critical decision. This will affect how the game goes forward. So, which one are we going to do? I think, because obviously we know who they are, yeah, I'm going to wake up B'Elanna Torres. So, Kim, get on with that one. Yes, my choice has consequences. Harry sprints towards a half Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern on his face. Before Harry can react, a blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. So there we go. That one is complete. Them two level up. Lovely. Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Harry Kim unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? And back on Voyager. What happened over there, Mr. Kim? We lost contact with you for several hours. But we were just there, right, Tom? Tom? Seems like he's still on the array. I hope you have a hidden piloting talent because we're short. Captain, we're being hailed by the Marquis. Starfleet, I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can still ram this wreck into your precious starship. Ramos, one of our own is also missing. It would make sense to postpone the ramming until we're all accounted for. Does that sound reasonable? We're beaming over. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of the Marquis crew is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Don't play games, Starfleet. We're armed and ready to defend ourselves. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Likewise, Captain. Miss Torres, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate the Marquis. Never liked you, Vulcan. That is unsurprising. I assure you I perform my Marquis duties to the highest standards. Patak. You win some, you lose some. Let's focus in on bringing back Mr. Paris and your commander back. His name is Chakotay, and we can't get back in that easy. They're sealed and the communications are cut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering. Find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources and the engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality. Okay, so before we can do any building, yeah, we need to bring life support back on. So switch that on. That's going to use up 18 power. Deck 5 life support is fine. We can now get to engineering. And of course, it's a mess. We'll have to let's repair that. That's going to take a bit of time. Repairs in progress. Already scanned them all. That's fine. Right, so while we are waiting for that, yeah, let's go and just collect a few resources. So there we go. Before we even did anything, it is done. So that is now ready. Engineering office fully operational again. We now have additional work teams to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Okay, focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supplies are maintained. So yeah, life support, switch that one on. And yeah, at the moment, we are being fed just emergency rations. So yeah, to be able to eat proper food, yeah, we're going to have to repair them. And crew accommodations. Because yes, there is a morale system on this. And if morale drops too low, then it's game over. And yeah, we get kicked off. So, clear the debris there. Right. Carry on with you. Let's grab that. Thank you. And yeah, we'll just keep on going around a minute. Okay, mess hall is done. Lovely. So it's repaired. Switch to replicator rations now. It would enhance the crew's well-being. So yeah, at the moment, emergency rations, that's -50. But if we switch over, that will get morale going up. And as we can see, yeah, we still need 50 beds, basically. It's a very small crew. But while we're doing that, we do have another crew available. So let's start digging that one out. We might as well start digging out what we can. Okay, that's a room. That one's done now. That's been cleared out. That's fine. And yeah, let's build crew and emergency quarters for 10 crew. Now that's morale -1, but it's more than what we're losing at the minute not having them. So you in there. That'll take 4 cycles to do, and you've got 3, so we can start building more in a bit. Fine. Oh, and we've got an incoming call. I'll get to that in a second. But I've got a chance here. High risk, high reward. But I could get a critical fail as well. Let's see. No. We did it, but yeah, storage is full, so I didn't get all of it. But that's fine. Right, incoming call. Let's answer you. Captain, the erased jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Who is this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. Remember the voice, Captain. It's the old man with the banjo, but his form's entirely different compared to how he appeared on the array. I'm Janeway, Federation Voyager. We mean you no harm. We want our people back. Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You just have to leave them. Okay, so yeah, we've got a choice of what we can do and the odds of it being successful. So, since it's 100%, let's just scan the array first. Won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array for life signs. No signs and no humanoid life forms indicated at all. Okay, so... I mean, they're all pretty much the same. He's not human, so how appealing to his humanity is going to help, I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to let Torres talk. What could possibly go wrong? No, listen here, Gramps. Return Chakotay, or I'll use that banjo in ways only a Klingon could. Got it? The struggle of survival. It's a heavy burden, but I have no time for this. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? To ensure their survival. Whose survival? I hope you're not talking about Chakotay and the pilot. Your people? No, your people may just hold the key to their survival, and I must hurry. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. Being cut off. This is getting us nowhere. We need to find our people fast. You managed to extract valuable information, Miss Torres. I commend you for that. Captain, if I may, I've observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet of the neighbouring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It's the only lead we have, Miss Torres. Don't like this any more than you do, but it'll be easy if we work together, Captain. Helm, set a course for the 5th planet of the neighbouring system. Let's find our people. Okay, so now I can zoom out a little bit further. And yes, jump over to the next system. So, let's... Nope, that. Go. So, off we go. You are done. So, that's nice. We'll start building, yeah, some barracks, some beds in there. That will be 4 cycles. That's fine. Okay, let's carry on. There's that one done. Okay, let's... I can't do that because, yes, we've got no room. But I can do that one. So we'll get rid of you. And we've arrived. Now, it said the 5th planet, but before we do anything else, yeah, I'm just going to scan everything first. Just make sure we know where things are and what we can get in here. Okay, well, I've been scanning. Yeah, that's been done. And I'll start work on that one. Okay, never mind. That's now done. So, yeah, more beds. Okay, just got a bad outcome. I was just planet hopping until we can get to our destination to get some things in, and yeah, we got a bad outcome. So 3 crew got injured. Not good, especially since we don't have a med bay at the minute. Okay, well, let's just get up here. And yeah, I've been digging out some of these, but the problem I've got is, yeah, the emergency quarters take up 2 spaces. All these now are 3. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them, because I don't want to waste the space, but I do need more beds. I need 1 more, so I might just have to waste one up here for now and see. Put you there for now. 4 cycles, that's fine. Right, we've reached our destinations. Let's carry on. Let's see what we have here. What makes this place so special? Right, so we could check that. We could just straight away prepare. But you know what? Let's do a general scan of the planet first. It has all the basic characteristics of an M-class planet, but no ocean, no river, nothing. How are the settlements? Okay. Strange but intriguing. And yes, let's use the sensor array, since that's 100 as well. The constantly target a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend an away team investigate the area. There's nothing else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. You're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time. Whatever that means, we'd better hurry. Okay, let's prepare the away team. Captain, small ship approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. Hello, Neelix. Greetings. Looking for something on this dusty old rock. Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess, you were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds like you've heard this story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50. But the caretaker's been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He probably snatched some of your crew too. Right, they're likely down on the planet. Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide. But, of course, a guide needs a little, you know, compensation. Sounds fair. Wonderful, to be honest. I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water will be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. So there we go. Netflix, sorry. Jeez. Neelix has been recruited. And yeah, just got to wait now for Neelix to be ready. So in that case, let's go and grab some deuterium. Okay, right. If I do ones next to it, it just hollows the whole thing out. Right, I didn't need to worry about... Oh, I didn't need to put that there. I could have... Oh, if I'd known that, then yeah. That would have been so much better. Because, yeah, I could have just then put all these next to each other instead of spreading them all out. But you know what? It's fine. Live and learn. Live and learn. There we go. That's you done. Hopefully I'll get something that's, yeah, just the one. If not, I'm sure we'll be able to deal with it. But that is everything that I can do at the minute. So, fine. Yes, I know I've got an incoming call, but we want to grab this first. Right. And yeah, I'm going to risk again. Come on, please. Damn it. Okay, it was an average at least, so no one got hurt, but I got a fair bit at least. Right, yes. Give you... Oh, it's the caretaker. What a delicious meal, a culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comfortable, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I'm pleased you're enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah, yes, your missing crew. Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At their foot, you'll find a Kazan Olga encampment. Kazan what? One Kazan sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. Thought you said the Ocampa had our people. Well, the Ocampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal, Maj Jabin, the Ogla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, bit of a gruff. He owes me a favour. Okay, tell me more. Anything else we should know about them? Water's a precious commodity around these parts. They mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Okay, very well. Prepare an away team, and you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. So, okay, let's just fly back. And yes, we've got the away team now. So, Neelix is a must, so we can't do anything about that. And we've got B'Elanna, Harry, or Tuvok. And we need to pick two. So, Innovator and Survivalist. I don't have the Survivalist one. But B'Elanna is Innovator, and she can't really help me with much. But, let's see. She's got the science one, so that could help. And, you know what? Yeah, let's do that, because you can help me out on the second one, at least. And the fourth. Okay, and then I need... I guess it's going to have to be Tuvok. Yeah, because you fill in the gaps that I'm missing. So, okay. There we go. What could go wrong with this team, eh? The away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and a sandy wind whips into their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably the result of the energy. How do we get our bearings? Okay, I don't have any survivalists, unfortunately. So, that's not good. I can't do that one. But, apparently Tuvok can struggle through to an advantage point. So, thankfully we don't need to use him the next time. And just about got that one. Back in the strong winds and low visibility, finally they emerge onto a ledge with a clearer view of the surrounding area. In the distance they spot the settlement, however the wind's picking up and a massive sandstorm is approaching. It's heading our way, we need to find cover. So, yeah. As it's a guarantee and to get the most out of it, yeah, there we go. Design an intelligent shelter withstand the storm. So, thank you. Can we get... Nope. B'Elanna wastes no time. With impressive efficiency, she swiftly constructs a wind-resistant shelter from the surrounding debris. All the while grumbling about the perceived incompetence of the Starfleet team. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. The away team emerges unharmed and sets off. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach her? Now, from my meta knowledge, I know that, yeah, the Curzon, like, from my meta knowledge, I know the Curzon, like, so, from my meta knowledge, I know that Curzon respect strength. So, you'd think with that, I'd want to go with weapons at the ready. However, yeah, looking at the chance of success, yeah, don't want to take that risk. I'd rather do the guaranteed success with a chance of a critical success. So, let's see. And also, before I click on that, yeah, you can see it actually has a risk level on there if you should fail. So, alright, let's send Neelix in. And, okay, not quite, but we nearly got it. Neelix bounced forward, greeting the Kazon in his usual Bolshevik manner. The women and children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement, jabbing their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman who looks nothing like the Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around a corner. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we approach? So, yeah, I could try and assure them, or go down the strength route, but again, we've got a 38 here by offering them some water, so you know what? And that is a big chance of a critical success, so We'll go with that. Nope, of course not. The away team offers water from their replicators. Fascinated by this technology, he accepts the offer and becomes more receptive. He explains that the Ocampo live underground, that access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Javin points to the bruised Ocampo woman he is holding as a slave, explaining that she's one of the few who managed to reach the surface, when suddenly Neelix grabs a phaser. He points it and demands for the girl to be freed. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. I think with this one... Ooh, I'm tempted. I am tempted. Mainly because, yeah, one, they've all got a level of risk, but two, yeah, I get the resources. You know what? I'm going to secure the retreat with phaser fire. Okay, and we got Kez. That's nice. The away team lay down covering fire, forcing the Kazon to take cover. This allows them to minimize their exposure to enemy fire. Jabin, though furious, seems to acknowledge the away team's fighting skills. They escape with no casualties. There we go. Very nice. We completed that without any issues. Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship between the two go? My dearest Kez, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you'd come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. You may be able to transport through the barrier. If it had the slightest breach, a transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea. Kez, can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful now. Okay. Yeah. What does she know about the caretaker? For generations, he's provided us with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. Why does he do it, or where he's from? No, we do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. Okay, why she's come to the surface. Felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We were once a people who had full command of our minds' abilities. Okay, and how did they meet? I met Kez while I was trading. They enslaved her, but she was kind, even to someone like me. I had to get her out. He visited, brought me gifts, made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place. We fell in love. I admit I used you, Captain. I apologise, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Okay. Someone get started on the transporter signal, and Kez will go to sickbay and have you examined. Well, we would if, yeah, we had a sickbay. So, let's get that repaired. That'll take 3 cycles. So, while we're waiting on that... Ooh, yeah, they're all pretty far away now, all the resources. So, alright, fine. I guess we'll just head to that one. Captain, we've got a major problem brewing down in engineering. Deuterium levels are critical. The ship won't last long without a refuel. If we don't locate new supplies soon, we'll be adrift in space. No energy, no life support. We need to act fast. Right, so, yeah, understood. We'll stock up. I've got 25 cycles to do that. Fine. Sickbay is repaired. Fine. Computer, initiate a emergency medical holographic program. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sick bay, this patient, and this patient, Kaz. There's no need for concern. I'm capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken ulnar, a few minor bruises and grazes. Nothing I can't handle. You're in the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. It's very kind. Expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best. Captain, I'm programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and a sick bay to reorganise. And yeah, you've got an extra 3 as well that were injured earlier. So, thankfully, yeah, we can get them healed up. Now, you've got a chance to do this in one go. So... Oh, you would drop, wouldn't you? Right at the end. Oh well. At least I've got that. So, okay. We'll get to you then and do that one. Well, at least that will give us what we need. Or maybe not. Okay, I've got 1 supply left. It's 9 days away, but I've only got enough for 8. Okay. Slight issue. Don't think I'm gonna get enough. Well, we might as well get that repaired because we need it. That's fine. That's gonna take 2 cycles. And okay, we might as well head down here. See what's gonna happen when we run out. Okay, so yeah, let's start doing some research now on that. That's gonna take 3 days. Fine. Okay, that's done. Transporter blueprint. Okay, repair the workshop so we can actually make stuff. And wait a minute. And now we get access to the tech tree. Lovely. So let's see what we've got. I mean, we might as well start research on tier 2. Assuming we can. Yeah, I've got enough. Okay. Ah, wait a minute. There's different tech trees. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm going to abort that one. Get me stuff back for it. And instead... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we'll do science tier 2 instead. Because that gives us resources and transporter. So it should hopefully help us out in a bit. Field training increases XP and deflector level. Okay, fine. Okay, so I've run out and I can still move at impulse speed, but yes, all my things are going to be shut down. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's right here. I know. It's only 300. Right, well, let's go, please. Thank you. At least we've got some back. Right, in that case, right, let's get you back onto tier 1. That should put everything back on, hopefully. Okay, I've got to turn them all back on. Fine. And now that's built, we can start work on you. Fine, but yes, we've got another problem. Okay, that's been built, and I've had to come back here to, yeah, try and see what we can get. Alright, set course for that one. Okay, broken promise. Sorry, I tried. It's not my fault it's not my fault you're all screwed up. Right. Come on, please get me. Really? Again? What are the odds of this happening all so much? Okay, and apparently as well, yeah, if we actually go on, I can assign crew to different areas. And yeah, it improves everything. So obviously the doctor's going to be in there. Engineering. Okay, can't do anything in that one. Main engineering I can. And yeah, that's going to be Bologna. That's fine. Wait a minute. Let's get... Who can I put on Okay, I can't actually put them on the bridge. Fine. Science. Oh, actually, I've got Tuvok down. Oh, I didn't realise I could scroll down to these, but okay. 33 for Harry. Yeah, there you go, Harry. You get me more science, please. Okay, that seems to be everyone I can put on there. So maybe that'll help me out a little bit. And yeah, morale's now +7, so that's fine. Unfortunately, everything's too far away. I'm going to run out again. Oh, screw it. We'll just have to deal with it. Let's see. Okay, I need... Yes, because I've run out of power. Yes. I'm going to say I'm going to get enough for that. Which just basically means I need to be able to turn the power back on. But for now... Yeah, let's get down here. Okay, I've got to send Kez. Fine. And the other two... Oh. I'm not sending Neelix because he's no good. What do I need? Tuvok's gonna have to go because you've got... Yeah, the Starfleet and the phaser. And then I just need someone for engineering. And that's going to be Bologna because hers is 42 where Harry's 28. Okay. Upon materialising near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they flinch in fear and back off. Watch out, shouts one of them. The foreign warriors are back. Captain, the Kazon seem hesitant, almost fearful. What are our orders? So, this is probably not going to work, but... Yeah, let's try and see if we can just ignore them. Nope. The away team's bold move to take them by surprise. A confused Kazon fires a warning shot, but quickly ceases fire when the away team shows no reaction. The Kazon make no further attempts to interfere. Okay. How was that a fail? You know what? I don't know. Don't care, but it's fine. Right. Captain, we've reached our entrance using a transporter signal amplifier now. So... I could use multiple of them. But, you know what? No. Let's just use... Yeah, Bologna doesn't have... Although she's got science, but so does Kez. And her science is actually higher than Kez. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I want you for the next... Actually, no. Sorry, wrong one. Next one is... Yeah, no, I don't want to be using news. I do want to use... Yeah, a lot of that. Fine. Come on, can we get a go? Hey, we got a crit for once. Right. To destroy it carefully, scanning the barrier for any vulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, they locate a small breach in the energy field. They successfully transport themselves through the opening and into the tunnel. Beyond the barrier, the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded into a large cavern, a futuristic environment with smooth white walls emerges in front of the away team, glowing in warm white light and littered with patches of green that are Compass City. Captain, we're inside, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How shall we proceed? Yeah, let Kez do this one. Kez approaches the group, respectfully asking for their assistance in locating the missing Tom and Chakotay. The Akumpa, touched by her concern, eagerly provide directions to the medical facility. The away team eventually finds their crew members awake but disorientated. Surrounded by strange medical equipment, Chakotay instinctively reaches for a weapon, but before any confrontation can occur, the ground starts to shake violently. A message from Janeway cuts through the joy of the reunion. The caretaker ray has apparently repositioned itself, is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. Okay. Yeah, let's just shoot our way out. Why not? Critically as well. Nice. The away team clears a path through the collapsing tunnels using their phasers to blast away debris and create a safe passage. They dodge falling rocks and collapsing ceilings, ensuring everyone escapes safely. Soon, they reach the exit. The security barrier, the only thing standing between them and their escape. Tremors are interfering with the signal's focus, Captain. The connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. Okay, it's the last one, so... You know what, Balana? You do you. Because that's got a good chance of being a crit as well. And it was, good. Working quickly, the away team adjusted the transporter signal and modified for the tremors. The transport signal stabilized, allowing the away team to lock onto the beam and materialize back to Voyager. Okay, so nice bonus there. Got a few bits as well. Captain Chakotay, welcome aboard Voyager. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway. And Mr. Paris, it's good to have my pilot back. What? No champagne? Not even the replicated? I'm Commander Chakotay, the Marquis. Torres, what's going on here? Long story, short version, we're stuck with Federation sycophants in the Delta Quadrant. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you learned on the planet that could help us. Well, if you want to know what goes on from here, I'll put a link in the description down below for you. But yeah, it's different. It's intriguing. And okay. Trying to keep things topped up. Yeah, maybe I've not done a too good a job on that. But, you know, I guess practice makes perfect. And we'll see. Yeah. I'm going to keep my eye on this and see how it goes. And who knows? When it comes out in full, we might get another look at this. And who knows as well? I could potentially make this a series of some sort. We shall see. But in the meantime, I've been Sank84, and this has been Star Trek Voyager. Thank you so much for joining me. Look after each other, and until next time, goodbye.